All righty. We are back as promised, 9:01 Eastern Time. Good evening, everybody. Allie, good to see you again.
Good to
We've
see you
got
too.
we've got a special unannounced guest tonight, but we'll see if he can fit the bill. He's kind of a key player in all this. And I just met him a couple hours ago and said, "Hey, you get to come up on a live video. We are streaming to the YouTube platform." And guess what, folks? We actually are able to have comments tonight. Hence, I didn't think of something and we didn't have comments last night. So, guess what? You will be able to ask any questions if you would like tonight. And our special guest, our special honored guest, or myself or Allie can answer them, hopefully. Tomorrow night, we actually have another special guest. You will not want to not tune in to that. We
Do
have,
not want to miss it.
yeah, you do not want to miss tomorrow night. Um, Obviously, everybody's schedule has to align, but it will be a little earlier tomorrow. So make sure you check the Facebook page. Make sure you check the YouTube page for posts that we will make during the day. Again, my name is Scott. I am the owner, sole proprietor without the intelligence of Spin City News. And this is, go ahead, introduce yourself again.
Again, no, hi, nice to meet you guys. I'm Allie Rhines. I'm the GFWC Florida AV Tech, and also the GFWC District 6 Junior District Director. So I'm excited to be here with you guys tonight and share our special guest with you.
And I'm going to tell you, she is my protege in training. She's been getting a crash course of how I am. No, she is going to get a crash course in production very quickly. Coming up, wait a minute. Today's the 6th.
We
4 days.
fly 4 days, and on that fifth day, we are
4 days
flying early.
before this historic event is going to happen. And every
Correct.
day we promised that we would come on here, act like a fool, maybe make you laugh a couple times, and have some special people up here. And I'm going to introduce this gentleman, and he's a wonderful man. I mean, everybody has degraded him and told me how much of a bad person. No, he
Hey
is a
now.
very wonderful man. Mr. James Jordan, I'm going to bring you on up to the platform. James Jordan, good
Hey,
evening,
Scott.
sir.
I thought you were starting to tell the truth there until you said no about that.
Well, you never can tell, but everybody talks so highly of you. I had to make the introduction of myself and what I'm not able to do and what I am very incapable of doing. So, Mr. James Jordan, you want to introduce yourself to the audience, and what is your pivotal and key role to this whole shindig?
Yeah, sure. Yep. So my name is James Jordan. I spent 9 years in the Navy on submarines, and I have helped organize this whole flight. So Sarah Desereau, the president of the GFWC, came to me almost 3 years ago now and asked if we could do this. And I said yes, and we've been planning it ever since. And we're coming down the home stretch. There's a lot of stuff that goes into planning one of these, and you wouldn't believe how much stuff goes into this. It's really a massive effort, and I'm so happy that I'm working with GFWC and Sarah and Rhonda and all the people that are just working tirelessly to get this thing off the ground.
Well, James, I last night we went into a whole diatribe how I was thrown into the mix, but you know, I think it's worth saying that I was thrown into the mix out of the Bradenton Women's Club because I opened thy mouth and inserted my foot.
That's usually how it happens, Scott.
That's how it happens, and it has been a mission of mine that that I am going to do whatever I can to help this charitable organization. And remember, the Women's Club is a 501c3.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
it is a charitable organization, and everything that I can tell, it's a very, very heartfelt and very, very secretive but public club. You knew I was going to say it. You knew I was going to say it, Allie, tonight.
I did. I can tell you though, there are no secret handshakes. There's no secret, rituals.
I mean, it's a secret community with secretive events. No.
Yeah.
I think we have the secret handshake and the secret pledge that that you guys have to do every time you meet. No.
Nope.
I'm being facetious.
New members get put on double secret probation. Is that right?
Exactly. And that probation period, I'm telling you, man, I heard that probationary period is long. It sounds
Come
like
in with a good attitude and a good heart, and you'll fit right in.
That's right. So just so you know, to explain a little bit about my backstory.
Tell us
every 3 years they install a new president, right? And Sarah is the latest president, and her term is every 2 years. Sorry, and every president picks a president's project. Well, the president before Sarah, her president's project was to provide stuffed animals to Palatka County Emergency Services for the whole year, for each year of her term. So I run one of the Florida chapters of Stuffed Animals for Emergencies. So Elizabeth, you know Elizabeth, Allie?
I do.
Yeah, so she came to me and she said, hey, can you help us with this? So every year at the convention, I think it was 2021, 22, 23 maybe, I would come to the convention in Orlando and I would bring 2021 stuffed animals and 2022 stuffed animals. So, and they would donate those to the Palatka County Sheriff's or Palatka County Emergency Services for the whole year. And so when Sarah took over, she knew that I did Flight to Honor. And she knew that I did that. So that's how we connected. And she came to me and said, hey, can we do this? And I'm like, sure. Yeah, I think we can do it. And that's what started the whole thing going. So
it's fantastic.
And it has been a slippery slope ever since for the last 3 years, hasn't it?
Yes. Yes, it has.
I tell the story, and I told Rhonda, and Rhonda is the... Let me get Allie. You better say it who Rhonda is because I will butcher it. So
Rhonda is the GFW. She is the GFWC President's Projects Chairman.
Yes,
I told you I will butcher it from the second. So I'll let somebody.
It's okay, I've got you, Scott.
And Rhonda is amazing. Let me tell you what, she's worked so much to get this.
I visited with Rhonda on over the phone for about 30 minutes this afternoon, and that's how I got in touch with you, just so everybody is aware. That's how I got your telephone number via email. Hey, give this guy a call. I got stuff to do tonight because listen, remember, this is a volunteer organization.
Yes,
we do have other things that we have to do in life to pay our bills or have families that we have to take care of. So again, it's an all volunteer organization, but I'm going to tell you the people that I have met are very dedicated. Allie, all day on the phone on her day off, which I thought I was going to have a day off. We saw how that lasted,
almost
how long that lasted. It's just a bunch of good people that come together. In my opinion, everything that I have seen, it's a bunch of very good women that come together that have a heart to give and to give back to the community that we honestly take from every day in some way, in some fashion. So and
So let's
especially
start some questions for James.
wow,
'Cause I got
okay.
one. I got a couple coming in, and in the
Okay,
background,
Okay.
I'm gonna have you work on some stuff, Scott. I've gotten a message from some of my ladies that are watching saying they can't see the comment button. So can you double check on your side if there's something you can do or see? And while he's doing that,
I got
James,
them up on the screen. I got
so
them
we'll
up
see if
on
they
the.
can get them there. All right.
Oh Lord, what
I have
questions,
heard. Can
Jenny?
you confirm there's never been a flight of all women that has gone out of Florida before? Is that correct, to your knowledge,
That is
James?
not true, but there
Oh,
was a
okay.
flight. There was a flight that left out of Sanford in 2023 that had 109 women, but this one is the largest ever in Florida.
Okay.
So we
Fantastic.
have right now we have 124 veterans,
Yep.
women veterans that are going on this flight. So it is the largest, but there was one other one that was off. There's been a few, but most of them were. See, the honor flights, a lot of times they don't charter their own planes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So they just put women on commercial flights. But
Okay.
yeah, so that one out of Orlando had 109, and but we're going to break that record. So
Yeah, no, that's great. I'm
yep.
glad I asked so you could clarify that because I know that's been around, and we
Mm-hmm.
want to recognize the one that's done it before, and as well as
Oh,
recognizing
of
ours
course,
and being
yes.
able to get more. So
Yep.
that's fantastic. What does a day look like? Now, last night, I kind of explained what our day was kind of going to look like from the schedule that's been shared with me. But from your perspective, as someone who's led many of these and done them from beginning to end, what does a day look like?
It's a long day. So, for example, we are having breakfast on Wednesday morning from 4 to 4:45 in the morning.
Oh boy.
Right? We're going to have Chick-fil-A chicken biscuits and coffee and fruit and orange juice, and and we'll have all these snacks put out. So we're staying at there's 2 hotels near the airport. Most of the people are staying at that one. We're all going to meet at 4 o'clock at the Hilton Garden Inn next to the Lakeland Airport. Once they finish breakfast, we're going to walk over to the terminal. I did that walk yesterday just to see how long it took. It took me 3 minutes and 9 seconds to walk from the breakfast room to the terminal at my normal pace. Now,
Okay.
I say that saying that I have to have a hip revision surgery on March 23rd, where my implants come loose on my right side, so they're going to take it out and put a new one in.
So you weren't running.
Yeah, I wasn't running, but so on the way back, I made sure I walked as slow as I could, and that took about an extra minute. So, we walk over there, we check in, we get on the plane. We're supposed to leave about 5:30 in the morning, fly up to Baltimore. Once we get into Baltimore, we are going to get on buses to drive down to DC. We've got 4 buses, and each bus has a bus captain and an EMT. So we'll get down. We're going to park at the Lincoln Memorial. Hopefully, it all depends on DC traffic. DC traffic is, it might take us 45 minutes. It might take us 2 hours. You never know.
Right.
So when I talked to the bus people, they said, you should be okay on a Wednesday, right? They said Thursday and Friday is when it gets really bad because people take the first 3 days of the week off, but they're making them come back for at least 2 days a week. So they usually do Thursday, Friday. Anyway,
There you go.
yeah, so we're going to park at the Lincoln Memorial. Everybody's going to unload, take a picture, and then they'll have about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending on how long it takes, to just wander around the Lincoln Memorial, the Vietnam Memorial, Korean War Memorial, everywhere around the mall there. If they want to walk down to the World War II Memorial, that's great. And then we will get back on the bus, head over to the Women's Memorial, where we're going to have a sit-down lunch, which is going to be awesome. And so once we get finished with that lunch, we're going to have Senator Moody come and meet us there and greet us. Then we will get back on the buses, drive over to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, see the changing of the guard, which is a very powerful presentation if you've never seen it. And then once that's done, we get on the bus, go to the airport, and fly back. Once we get back, hopefully about 7:30, 7:45, there'll be a whole bunch of people there to greet us, along with some dignitaries. We have Senator Soto that's going to be there in Lakeland to greet us, along with probably the mayor of Lakeland, police chief, Lakeland Fire Department chief, Polk County Sheriff's Office representatives. There'll be a line of dignitaries and an honor guard that the ladies will go past, and then they get to the crowd. I'm hoping we can get as many people there as we can. I'm hoping for about 2,000 people, and I think we'll hit that number at least. So there'll be a path cut out. They'll wander through the crowd, like in an S pattern, and they'll walk under a giant American flag that's held up by 2 fire truck ladders, probably about 100 feet by 50 feet, hanging down. And then once they go through that line, they'll get on buses to take them back around from the south side of the airport to the north side of the airport where the hotel is. Then we have a room booked, same room we're doing the orientation in on Tuesday night, same room we're doing the breakfast in. We'll have that room booked for a few hours that night so people can reflect and reminisce about the day and share stories and how it impacted them, things like that. So
that does sound like a long but amazing day.
It is. It's exactly how you put it. It's very emotional. Some people, when they get to the Vietnam Wall, it definitely impacts them. And a lot of veterans, when they come back and they see all those people greeting them there, they that chip on their shoulder that they came back from Vietnam and didn't get anything or got spit on or whatever, that's gone. So.
Oh, good. And that's what we want. We want them to have the experience they should have gotten from the beginning. So I can give you at least good news.
Can I tell you a quick story?
Please. Absolutely.
So one of the previous flights I was on, there was a guy, and every veteran has a guardian, so they're paired up, right? So they're in pairs. And this veteran was standing at the wall, and he was like this, staring at the Vietnam Wall, and he's just staring like this. And he had a younger guardian, probably 19, 20. And so I could tell he was upset, the veteran, and the guardian. I walked to him and said, "Don't worry about it. He'll be fine." So I went behind the veteran and I said, "How many you got on here?" And he said, 23. And so I just stood there for a second. I put my hand on his shoulder, and then I looked at his guardian as I walked away, and I said, "He'll be all right. Just stay with him." Well, we get back to Lakeland and we're getting off the plane. And I'm standing down there greeting the people as they're getting off the plane, and he shakes my hand and he goes, "This is the greatest day of my life." And I said, "Well, it's not over. All these people are here for you." And I pointed to the crowd, and there were probably 2,000 people there, right?
Oh my gosh.
And he started to tear up. He goes, "Boy, we sure didn't get this back when I came home in '68, Right. And it changed him. It changed his whole outlook on everything, for as far as that's concerned. It makes a big difference. Yeah.
Well, so to give you some good news on that 2,000 number for it. So I live on the other side of the state. So when I drive over, it's going to take 2.5 hours to get over there. And my district, part of my district over here, has chartered a bus to bring people over.
That's awesome.
We're going to have a bus full of people.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And just to let you know, at the Welcome Home, we have food trucks. We have face painters. We have balloon art. They will have a tent where they do airbrush tattoos, and where people can help kids make posters. And the school my kids go to, McKeel Academy of Technology, they're going to bring a STEM table where kids can just do STEM stuff, where it's STEM, like physics. Yeah. So they can have fun while they're learning. So yeah.
My engineering heart just got really happy.
Oh, that's awesome.
So no, that's fantastic. And for our people that are watching, I heard the doors for you all will be open at about 5 p.m. The flight back for us on the flight won't be landing till about 7:30, 7:45.
Yeah.
So in that fill-in time where you guys are getting parked, getting there, like you said, there's going to be music and food trucks and activities to do. Bathrooms will be available, so don't worry about getting there early. There will be entertainment while you wait for us to arrive back home. So
I'm going to be asleep.
You wish, Scott.
I'm going to keep poking you in the back of the head, Scott. I'm just going to be like, "Hey, Scott, are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping?"
Hey, so the people that are coming in the back of the head by a beanbag, I think, if I fall asleep.
So for the people that are coming, just so you know, we have Mission Barbecues bringing their truck for food. We have Burger 21 and Broader's Soul Food, which is oh my God, their food is so good. And then peg leg ice cream. Becky Wilson at Peg Leg Ice Cream Truck is amazing. So yeah,
Okay.
so it's going to be come out and we started doing food trucks because once people get home, they typically won't come out. They go home to feed their kids. So we figured, hey, we'll provide food for them. So.
Agreed, 100%. Yeah, if you get home, especially kids, you're not going
Oh
to
yeah, no.
Now, obviously, this is a team effort.
Yes.
It's. I mean, Allie and I were added to the team. Well, I was added to the team back last year, and then it's funny how it worked out that Allie became my volunteer protege. Well, I'm not going on that flight. Yeah, you are. And I went to Sarah, and tomorrow I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have a little bit of fun and poke a little fun at Sarah, how Allie got involved in all of this.
He started talking stuff that she at least knew was AV as he started talking like the Facebook and stuff, and her eyes glazed over and went, and it just happened that we were at that event together. So
we met by absolute accident. No, it wasn't an accident. Everybody that I have met has been wonderful and just recepting of me and putting up with my little antics and my camera and my light in their face. Yeah. So, but you will hear more. Listen, you will hear more about that in the instructions because I was thrown under the bus again and said that I should probably address the crowd at the orientation. Tell us about the orientation a little bit more and what people will expect whenever we go into the orientation part of the trip.
Right. So the orientation is at the Hilton Garden Inn from 7 to 9. And they have it set up. There's going to be round tables that'll hold 8 people each. And we're going to have those organized by bus numbers. So there's 4 buses. We're going to try and get everybody that's on the same bus in like a close proximity to each other. And we're just going to go over the day. Yes, there we go. Wait, I don't know how to do it. There we go. Yeah.
God love you. There you go.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Hey, I'm 57. Give me a break.
You're doing good.
So we'll have a presentation and then they'll pick up their. I got to tell you, the GFWC women are amazing, right?
Don't give everything away. We've been told we can't give everything away.
Okay, so. I won't tell anything. So we're going to go over the program, go over the day, answer any questions that they might have, and then everybody will go back to their rooms and
hopefully get some sleep.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep or not because this is a long time in the planning, and I wasn't going to stay at the hotel because I live about 15-20 minutes from it, but I decided
you need to be there to immerse in the atmosphere.
So we will and then we'll get up the next morning. It's basically tells them about what they should enjoy about the day, gives them what's going to happen, and then things that they should not do during the day. Because there are some things that you don't want to do. Like everybody's paired up. You don't want to leave your partner, right? Things like that. So
that one they're going to be able to follow because women have a rule, and it doesn't matter if you're 10, 12, 30, 99. When you go with somebody, you stay with somebody, you leave with somebody. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's a solid female rule. So that should not be one hard for them to follow.
That reminds me, we should bring a long gross of rope. Like I remember from my kids going to kindergarten, they were
we're not going on a kindergarten walk. No.
Well, I was thinking something else. I don't think I can say it on this podcast.
Well, probably not on this podcast, but we'll reserve that for comments for after around the round table. No.
Yes. Let's just say Ted Lasso. You know what I'm talking about? Scott's like, oh God.
No, not today. Maybe after this is all over and we do a final live of, oh God, what did we just achieve? type podcast,
Yeah.
then we can crack some jokes. But
Gotcha.
anyway, the next thing I wanted to touch on is I was told conveniently today that there is actual news media going to be on the airplane other than myself.
Yes,
do
there
you
is.
have any knowledge of this pre-existing condition that I didn't know about until today? Maybe
yes, I do.
Maybe we should just let people know.
Yeah, so Jennifer Vegalis from Fox 13 is going on the trip with us. She's going to bring her camera, and she's what they call let me get this right, MMF reporter. Is that right? So
Yes.
she goes around and does like local stories and, elections, things like that. But she's going to bring her gear, and she is going to create a story during the day, take videos, pictures, so on, and then put it all together when she gets back. Probably interview some of the women at the reception afterwards at the hotel to kind of get their perspective on the impact that it had on them, and how important of a trip it was. So we have her coming with us. We also have an interview that Sarah and I think Melanie Levitz did with Tampa Bay 28 that is going to air either Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning as a preview. And then they're going to send another reporter from Tampa Bay 28 to the breakfast and to the get together after the flight. So
now you're talking about back at the Hilton Garden? Or are we talking about
back at the Hilton Garden? Well, there's going to be several reporters there at the event. So the Tampa Bay 28 reporter will be at the welcome home as well, at the airport.
Okay. That was another little detail that I was going to ask, and I just didn't have the heart to text you. Hey, what did you say? I couldn't remember. I was putting cliff notes together.
Yes.
And I just all day it's back and forth between Rhonda, Sarah, you, Allie, me. I mean, my phone's starting to ring now, which I don't mind. I mean, we're all in this for a good cause, and we're
trust me. There's probably 50 emails that fly between me and Sarah and Rhonda every day.
I bet.
For something that either happens that we don't expect, or something that we need information on, or something like that. So,
let's just clarify the food that is going to be there, just so there's no misconception. Is that free of charge, meaning at Sun and Fun, or are they charging for that?
That is not free of charge. Yes, that's a good question. So it's the food trucks, and it's whatever their prices are. Now I will say that we typically have them donate back some of their profits to us. So that will help. But it's now we will have drinks provided. Coca-Cola is providing these big troughs of water at the welcome home that anybody can just go by and pick up. That's free of charge.
Oh, awesome!
And so we'll replenish those as the event goes on. Now we won't be there, but I have Mike Carew, who has helped with so many. He was on the very first flight to Honor out of Lakeland, and he's been associated with ever since. He runs Work Group B staffing, and he is the welcome home guru, I will say. So he's coordinating everything, and he's in charge. So if there's any problem, and Samantha Meadows with Sun and Fun is his counterpart on the Sun and Fun side. So yeah, those two are amazing, and they'll keep everything together and on track and on time. So
it's funny you mentioned Samantha. It's so funny you mentioned Samantha. She's a wonderful, just beautiful person, well-rounded, very knowledgeable, willing to do pretty much whatever it takes for any event, including Sun and Fun.
Yes,
which is coming very steadfastly.
Yes.
So,
and I want to say thank you to the airport and Gene at Sun and Fun because this event butted up against them setting up for Sun and Fun. Okay. Yeah. And when I went to them about it last June, they said, I don't think we could do it. So I just decided to reach out in January. I said, hey, is that still the case? And they're like, well, if you really want to do it there, we can do it. It's not ideal, but hey, We'll do it for you. So they've been over backwards to help us out with this,
Yeah.
even though they have vendors coming in and set up tents and things. So I want to thank them for that because they really
Like I said, Sun and Fun is coming very steadfastly. So I actually had worked with Samantha and the media department volunteer wise for about 2 years, and out there in the blazing saddles of the sun and the heat, pointing a camera at the sky. So I know, I mean, just, I haven't seen him in a couple years, but because life happens. I mean, we have to take care of our families and everything like that. But they are very just good, well-rounded, beautiful people that will bend over backwards to try
for sure,
facilitate everything. Now, the planning of all this 3 years ago and up until now, I know there are some things that are going to happen behind the scenes. Let's go into that just briefly.
Okay.
We are about we've got a little bit more time. We want to try to keep things to about 30 to 40 minutes, just so people are not getting bored and sitting there. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? No.
I could juggle if you want, or
we probably could do something for entertainment.
My stand-up act. You want me to start my stand-up?
Yeah, we could do it. We could do it. When did it really become reality that, for you, James, that this was happening?
I would say probably last summer.
Last summer.
And we'd been planning, and then when I booked the plane with Allegiant, and people don't understand how much it costs to charter a plane with a commercial carrier, right? So to charter an Airbus A320 with Allegiant for 170 people cost about $75,000, right?
Oof.
Now that's round trip, so but
that is still a chunk of money.
It is. And so when we started planning this, and I'm like, I knew how much it was going to cost, and then you have to put in the buses, and we have like the porta potties, even if you think about that at the Welcome Home event, or the balloon animal artists, and all the different things, the lights. Now a lot of the stuff we got donated. Fortunately, JD at Ring Power Cat donated the lights for the event, which I want to say thank you to him. That's awesome. And then it's the little things. The big things we know we have to spend, and then the little things are the things that come along that you either are not expecting, or something happened where somebody couldn't do something that you had planned on, so you have to go to another source. And it's just it's the little things that matter, but we've been able to overcome all those so far.
It's the constant pivoting. I shared an experience. I think I shared the experience of me when I was still in my home state of Pennsylvania, where we did the fair and parade, and it was a week-long event that you have one, and then you start planning the next one, the next meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to get ahead of everything.
Yes. Now I will say, I'm almost glad this is just a one-time thing, to be honest with you. But because
I feel your pain.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a little stressful. And God bless Rhonda, because she'll text me and she's like, "Okay, we need to get this done." I'm like, yes, I know.
And I have to say, just from my own experience organizing, I can't say my events were as big as this one, because I didn't have to worry about airplanes. I didn't have to worry about buses. I didn't have to worry about transportation for hundreds of people. I mean, or maybe 200 people, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
It was theoretically a stationary thing, until I got the bright idea to bring a medical helicopter into a ball field and then get people over there to see the medical helicopter. Bright idea.
Yes.
Good idea. People loved it. I didn't, because there was the logistics problem.
Yes.
The ball field,
here's-
we were on one hill, the ball field was on another, and you couldn't walk it very well.
So here's
So-
an example of something that came up that I wasn't prepared for. So Allegiant is our airline, right, that we're flying on. So Avelo is the airline that comes out of Lakeland. Well, the ground crew at Lakeland asked me, they said, we don't have a tow bar for an Airbus A320, which means it couldn't be pushed back from the terminal to take off. So I get on the phone with Allegiant, and they say, they're going back and forth, and they say, well, we might be able to get one there for the flight. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. If we don't have that, we can't take off. So I offered to hook up a trailer on my truck and go over to St. Pete Clearwater International Airport and pick it up and bring it to Lakeland. Mm-hmm. And I said, how big is it? And they said, well, it's 18 feet long and weighs 400 pounds. I'm like, okay, I have a trailer that could do that. So Tuesday morning, I'm driving over to St. Pete Clearwater Airport, picking up this tow bar and bringing it back to Lakeland. So we'll be able to take off in the morning.
Well, I'll tell you what, there are some planes that can reverse, but A320
that is not one of them.
That's not one of them. So,
and the problem is where it comes in, there's two entrances to the terminal, and there's construction going on in the one that would allow us to just keep going forward and go out.
Sure.
Yep. So we need the push bar. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. So it's just little things like that, that you have to adapt to and be flexible about and come up with a solution. So
I don't know if you're going to know the answer. I'm going to throw you on the spot a little bit.
Okay,
Do you know who our flight crew? Are you familiar? Are you involved with that and know who our flight crew is?
I don't. Normally, they usually pick veterans. Now, I know there was a GFWC member who is also a pilot for Allegiant that they were trying to get on the flight, but I think when it switched, originally it was supposed to come from Sanford, and I think she lives in Melbourne or Cocoa Beach. Okay. But now it's coming from St. Pete Clearwater, so I don't think she's able to get on there. A lot of times they will try and pick veteran pilots as well. So.
Okay.
And that just goes to show you that all of the stops are trying to be pulled off on this. Just
for sure, yeah.
And it's not for appearances. You get a bunch of veterans together. It's like a clique, I guess.
Yes.
And you can all relate to something. In the media world, it's the same way.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's like a brotherhood, or sisterhood. Yeah.
Like brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever you want to call it. And everybody needs to be cognizant and mindful that we're going to probably hear things that we're not going to even know what the heck they're talking about.
Yes.
So there's never a stupid question. But you know what? I think each one of those ladies will be happy to tell you what they're talking about, especially with a microphone shoved in their face.
Yes.
Now, just remember, folks, there are going to be many cameras. There are going to be there. This is the part of the bigger plan, and the exposure gets the organization out. Allie, how can people, I'm going to lead into this question. How can people find information about the Women's Club?
Yep. So for Florida specifically, you're going to want to go to GFWC Florida, all spelled out, .org. And that homepage is going to give you links to find out and find other areas. Wherever you live, it can direct you to where a club is in your area. If you happen to be watching from outside of Florida but are still interested, we are a international organization. And if you go to GFWC.org, that you'll get the national page, and that will lead you to your home state and area that will be able to guide you to that.
And it for a little bit of a donation, you can be a part of a bigger cause.
Oh, absolutely.
And
they do great work.
The GFWC is a 501c3. Oh, wow, that's a tongue twister. It's a 501c3 throughout the United States. So It is tax deductible. You know, if you have to pay taxes, you can, all your donations you can write off on your taxes for a bigger cause and a bigger organization. I think James, I want to thank you for this impromptu, I threw you under the bus type,
Well, thank you for
type
having me.
interview. And
I can talk all day about stuff that I love. So, you know, it's,
you know what?
it's not, it's no problem for me.
I have to touch on that. If you didn't have love for what you're doing and being part, a pivotal part in this historical, literally a historical moment
yes.
in time in Florida, and possibly in the United States and abroad. You know, there are things that we don't know that happen that we come to find out, well, hey, wait a minute, somebody else did that. Here's the idea for the next big event. But
that's right.
You know, this is an absolute historical flight. And just remember, we're all volunteers. We are not being compensated at all to do what we are doing.
You know, I tell Sarah, I said, if this goes off without a hitch, I want 100% bonus for whatever you're paying me right now.
That would be 0.00001.
With a big old hug. And
yes, exactly. Yes, exactly.
A hug and a handshake from everybody.
That's right.
That's
right.
Absolutely.
And you know what?
That's
sometimes
perfect.
in life, it helps for somebody just to say thank you.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
Shake your hand and we'll see you the next one.
Right.
Yes.
Before we release,
if people want to let us know they're coming, if they go to Facebook and search for GFWC Flight, it'll take them to the event. So I created an event on Facebook.
Did you? Okay, I
think you shared it on your page, Allie.
Yeah, I think I did.
And so,
yes, we did.
And you know, you can let us know if you're coming, or you can find out more information, or ask a question, or post a comment. So, yeah.
Now remember, the Lakeland Women's Club, they are providing lunch, or excuse me, dinner.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that. And also, if you do have, and I have a cliff note from somebody more powerful than me, if you do have any type of dietary constraint, please reach out to your chapter president or liaison, if you will, and let them know, and they will try to accommodate everything. And the reason that was a cliff note, I have a dietary constraint. So I reached out to my non-chapter president, Sarah, and said, hey, look, we got to talk about something really quickly.
Yeah.
And we had the same problem in Vero Beach because they were serving something that I could not have. But they pivoted and they did everything to accommodate it. So, and obviously, go ahead.
On the plane ride home, we're having Mission Barbecue deliver food to the terminal so we can take it on the plane as we're flying back. Now, Rhonda sent me dietary restrictions, and I'm proud to say Mission Barbecue was able to accommodate every single one of those. So,
awesome.
So yeah, they've been great with us.
Yep.
So no stop has not been punched at the moment.
That's right. That's right.
And a lot. And again, I have to say, I'm very proud to be a part of this historical moment, and I will never forget it. And I get a little misty-eyed just thinking about it because, you know, at the end of all this, I think Jim and Allie and I are going to have many conversations about producing the video, and it's going to be in, you know, documentary fashion, and just the brain power that it takes from my experience editing. And I have also gotten one of my employers involved.
Oh,
and
nice.
They are more than happy. After a 5-minute conversation, the words were, "How can I help?"
Awesome.
Yeah. So, people yeah, they come around whenever you tell them, when they understand what this event is, then usually there's no issue with them giving you resources or time or whatever you need.
Sure.
And that's Scott, a good spin in too. After this ends later today, or well, it's getting a little late, so tomorrow. But our channel will have a video we're uploading, and it is what Scott covered for the welcome home that Bradenton did. So you'll be able to see a piece of what it'll be similar to from what he did. However, we're going to have the whole flight captured, not just the welcome home, but that'll give you a good feel on what you can expect on Wednesday to see from this live stream and everything that's going on. So we'll be posting that tonight, so that'll be available for
right. To see. And you know, I just want to say, please like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on to the YouTube channel that you are on right now. Share it out. You know, these little impromptu lives, just because life happens and they just pop up, and hopefully this is a new trending thing for the GFWC to be able to go live and give you updates on happenings and stuff like that. And
yeah, it's really cool.
Open my mouth again.
Careful what you offer. So
create more work for you.
Right.
You know what? I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we do know that there was some issues with the comments maybe tonight. We'll check that out so that during tomorrow's call, hopefully we can figure out what went on and we can get that up and going. For those of you that are from GFWC Florida and you know how to reach me because I'm the AV tech, so you know how, if we have issues with the comments and you have questions, please send them to me and I will get them on the live tonight and tomorrow. Well, obviously we're about to end tonight, but tomorrow, and I can get the answers for you. So
if you have questions that come up after, or people have questions, just let me know. I can answer them in the comments. You know, so
sure,
fantastic. And thank you.
With my little bit limited knowledge, I'm being educated every 10-15 minutes with something else. But I would be more than happy to try to answer or direct you to the right person, or I will get an answer maybe relatively quicker than what you could. Maybe Allie. Hello. I can't answer this one. Jim, we got a problem.
All right.
Oh, and by the way, the parking. We didn't touch on the parking
over
at the welcome home.
So if you, the flyer that I sent out, and I don't know if I can post it in this or not, but it has the welcome home information on the front, and the second page is the way to get into the event, and it shows the parking. So we'll have people directing parking, but it's right next to the event. Parking is free, so people can come in and park. You know, there'll be people directing them in rows, just like a normal event parking. It'll be on grass, so there won't be any lines, but you know how that works.
Do your best to park appropriately.
Yes.
If something happens that you don't exactly get straight, okay, we're good.
Yep. There'll be plenty of parking.
And the last thing I want to touch on is we won't be there.
I know that's the thing.
We will be there when Allegiant brings us back there.
Yes.
So
Mike is going to take care of everybody there. So he's an ex Army guy. Spent 20-something years in the Army, and he's such a great guy. And you know, everybody that's working with him, you know, even the people that I brought on, Tracy Ham, Angela Ham, Sean Sweat, all these guys have been on so many flights that they know what they're doing. So everybody is. It's like second nature to them. It's like riding a bike.
Yep. But I know there's going to be live entertainment and just a bunch of good things. And
we have a DJ. We're looking at getting a singer from the GFWC and a band to come. So this is going to be, while we are doing the real work, everybody's going to be having a good time. And you know what, at the end of everything.
Absolutely. I did in the chat put the link to the event that you said, James, that got created. So anybody that's asking, that flyer is the pin, the picture that's part of the event. So everything that you need is there. There's a
QR code on that flyer. The QR code on that flyer will take you straight to the Facebook event.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So,
So-
Chef, we actually got a comment over there on YouTube.
Did we? All right.
Chef X, I will butcher the heck out of that. Says, love this. Thank you for sharing this valuable information. And you know what? I have to comment that Allie and I came up with this yesterday, that we probably should try to test the YouTube theory and everything like that. And we through midnight last night, we were discussing we should probably do this up until Monday. Now, I have to say, Monday is less than 24 hours from go time. So we will come on, we will update you, we will tell you everything's a go, and we will see you the next day. Now, Tuesday, that's whenever the real work starts, and the fruits of our voices come to light. And we will not be airing all of the surprises. I know we said a couple last night. Every day we're going to tell you more. And
there's one that you can never tell, though, and I think you know which one that is.
I do.
Yes.
And good. It looks like the chat's got working for people that were having issues. I see that in the chat, so that's fantastic.
Okay,
my
great.
chat is working. Great job, everybody. We're starting to get it.
Okay.
We have 7 people watching now.
It's also on the later side again, so not surprising.
Right.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, for everybody that's watching, we are going to try to do this just a little bit earlier. I know we had some scheduling issues and impromptu. Hey, dude, I need you to come on this thing. I don't want to sound like rhetorical or repetitive. But I think we've covered everything that we're going to share.
Did we share who's going to be on tomorrow?
You know what?
I think for those that are on,
we might as well give them who's going to be on tomorrow.
Yes.
Miss Sarah.
Yep, President Sarah Desero will be on to give all of the
Sarah's awesome.
And trust
I talk with Sarah every day.
We are going to pick on her. We are going to just give her. No, we will not pick on her.
No, but every time I call her, all the stuff.
Every time I call her, she says, "Hey, hon, how you doing?"
I get that experience.
Yes.
I have to say it again. I mean, for my end of all the documentation, everybody sees my number. They're going like, "Oh Lord, what now?" And we had some things that we had to iron out to do. We had some things, Jim, that we had to iron out with logistical purposes today. I'm sure something else will pop into my unintelligent mind that you may have to call Andy and say, "Hey, but there's a lot, like I said, and we've all said it. There is a lot that has gone into this, and logistical back scenes. My day will start on Monday, where some people will see me. I'm sure Jim will pop in and say, "Hey, I can shake your hand now and do you later."
Whenever you want me on, just say the word, and I can.
Sure.
I can
and we got another couple another thank you, everyone, for your part in making this happen, and that is all we need. We are doing this. We are doing this service for the women veterans, and God bless the United States, and we also can't forget the service women and men that are serving currently overseas, and we obviously want to keep them in our prayers and bring them home safely. Currently,
today is I don't know if you're familiar with the term Red Friday.
Yeah.
I have heard that. Forgive me. I did not have. I had a shirt that said "Nope" on it.
That's okay. No, you don't want that one with red, because for those that don't know, Go ahead.
Red means remember everyone deployed. And
Yeah.
typically every Friday, it's Red Friday. So you just kind of remember somebody. It doesn't matter. Even if you don't know anybody, you just think about somebody that's overseas or in the
It doesn't have
middle
to be
of
a certain
the
name,
Pacific
just
Ocean
know there
with
are
an
people
aircraft
there.
carrier or a submarine or something like that. You just think about somebody that's out there sacrificing for what we have back here.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And our veterans are what keep us free, or has made us free and keep us free. So,
Great.
Yep.
And on
God
that note,
bless
that is a
America.
very good note to end on.
Yes.
And we will bring you a lot more information tomorrow with Sarah, and she will be able to share more surprise details with you, I'm sure.
And that's the other thing. Every day we're going to give you something more, and we're going to give you something more. And then you just jumble it all into your brain and say, "Oh, how did they do this?
Yes.
How did you guys put this all together?" So,
and like we said, if you have questions, let us know, because we will be happy to answer. And it gives us to make sure that we're not repeating ourselves or not giving you the information you want. So definitely, please leave us those questions so that we give you.
That's why I turned the teleprompter off. Okay.
That too.
There's a teleprompter feature, and I was sitting here typing cliff notes, and I just said, you know what?
Nope.
We're not.
We're gonna wing it.
Yeah,
just wing it. Yeah, those are the best ones anyway.
So God bless America. Keep all of our troops and all of your family, and keep your daily intentions going for everybody. And let's pray for this flight and make sure that it goes off without a hitch. And I will say, it is supposed to be 80 degrees in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
So dress appropriately. Keep your fingers crossed, because it is March, and weather patterns can change. Like we get a shower every day. So just like I said, pray for everybody deployed and your families and in good health. So at this point, one last thing, Allie. Anybody that has any questions about this, do you want to go over that contact information? And again, how they can find the organization?
Absolutely.
Nationally or Florida?
Yep. So nationally, GFWC.org. Florida specifically is GFWC Florida, fully spelled out, .org. We do have contact information right on that homepage for Florida. You can reach out here in the YouTube chat. We have the Facebook pages, and we have messages on there, and we do have people that monitor that on a daily basis and get to you within a very short time. So please reach out. Anybody that's already in their organization, you have my current contact information. So if there's something specific related to this, definitely reach out to me specifically, and I will get back to you.
Absolutely. And if you want, you can find me over at Spin City News. I am on YouTube, all the social media platforms. You can get to know me just by looking at what I do for a living and extrovertly. So I am a member of Big Box Media as well. So I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to things. Jim, how can other people contact you if needed in this historic event?
I mean, they can contact me a number of ways. I can give out my phone number if you want, or my email address.
No, we don't want to do that over the internet.
That's probably a good idea. But
maybe an email address. Do you have an email address?
Yeah. So it's jpjordan68@gmail.com. And then if they have any questions, they can do that, or they can get in contact with me through you guys. So,
all right. Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much for joining us, especially ad hoc. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Absolutely. So this live we are going to end it. It's going to be 15 seconds. So smile pretty, and any other final thoughts before I push the button to end this. And Chef, thank you for coming in. Yes, you definitely will see us tomorrow. Please make sure that you are following the Facebook page. That's how you know what is going on when we will be here. I will try to be even more shaven for tomorrow. Yesterday,
subscribe, and turn on those notifications.
Yes.
ending on a funny note, yesterday when Allie and I said, yep, I think that's a good idea, I said, you're going to have to give me like 15 minutes. I have to make myself a little more, camera savvy, because I looked horrible. Anyway,
You cleaned up well, so we are good.
Yes, I did clean up well. I did. My wife likes it every time I do clean up. But anyway, Chef and everybody over on the YouTube stream, thank you for joining us. Make sure you also share this stream and this organization to your Facebook.
Yeah, and share the link to the event too.
Yes,
Yep.
and share the link to the event. You took the words right out of my mouth. The more people we have there, the more joyous that it is. And I get, as I said, I get misty-eyed even just thinking about this, because
give these women the welcome home they deserve.
Yes, absolutely. So Jim, again, thank you for coming on in such short notice.
Thank you for having me. Anytime, I'll come on.
You are a pivotal part of this, and we will see you guys very soon.
Yes.
Good night, Facebook. Sure. Good night, GFWC Florida and abroad.
Good night.
Good night.